So DSP had a little crash out today, over Iron Chef Sakai, pocket watching, all sorts of things. He even goes down the list of his kick chatters and lets you know who's been banned and who hasn't. And then we're gonna look at American Truck Sim from last night. There's some highlights I want to look at, and yeah, let's get in the video, y'all.
Hilarious. 8 out of the 10 top sub gifters are banned. Well, let's take a look. You ready? Here we go. Dr. Lexus, not banned. Dr. Lexus was a butt kisser of the casino. He came by and supported like crazy when I was with the casino. And the moment that I dropped them, he freaked out. He didn't come by for a week. Then he came by for one stream and claimed he was still going to support, dropped exactly enough subs to be $220, and then left and never came back. So he's not banned. Iron Chef Sakai. We all know why Iron Chef Sakai is banned, because he's a piece of shit. Lance Catamaran, not banned. I don't even know who Lance Catamaran is. They usually come by, drop support, and leave and never come back. It's a me Ken. That's Iron Chef Sakai's sock account. That's also banned because it's Iron Chef Sakai. Rend, nope, not banned. Rend was a longtime supporter who hasn't been seen in months. They just decided not to come back. Void was someone who literally said the only reason they supported me is because they had a dying friend in their deathbed saying that they wanted them to support me. That's a complete lie, by the way. Shit talked me. I don't remember if I even banned Void, but Void banned me from all their stuff. I know that. Your future stepdad, not banned. Only Iced Infinite, not banned. Rare Tricks, not banned. Perry the White, not banned. So there is literally one person banned in the top 10 supporters on this channel. It's Iron Chef Sakai. That's it. So what the fuck are you talking about, dunces? You want to make shit up? How about you bring some fucking facts next time, dunces?
Oh, what a cope. Someone's a little angry today, huh? Just rolled out of bed, turned on the streams, angry. You gotta take your frustrations out on somebody. Void72 was banned by DSP back in November. I just don't understand why you're taking the time out of your day to address this. Don't you think you could, like, think of a better list of things to talk about instead of what your trolls are talking about in the chat? I don't know. It's weird seeing a 43-year-old man crash out over the supporters that he has.
Rare Tricks was also a casino supporter who decided to not come back.
Why not, Phil? Why did he decide not to come back? You know the answer to everything else. I bet you know the answer to that. It's complete silence on this podcast.
Oh, did I actually ban Void? Okay. He banned me first for literally no reason. And when I was actually still with the casino, he would shit talk me constantly on their streams and stuff, which made no fucking sense. He was just an asshole. I don't know. So I guess there's two people banned.
Isn't It's a Me Ken banned too? Yeah, I don't know. I really don't care, like, who you ban. You can ban whoever you want, but why is this a thing that you need to crash out over? So the interesting thing here, we're going to take a look at him start ranting about Iron Chef Sakai and his money, but this is from last night. Let's just hear what he says about pocket watching other people. And, you know, he never talks about how Jeff Keighley needs to make a paycheck, so he does these gaming shows, right? He never talks about other people, but let's just see what he says.
Someone tipped a buck and they're talking about other streamers and how much money they make. I don't care. I literally don't give two shits about how much money other people make. It has nothing to do with me. Okay.
He doesn't care how much money other people make. It has nothing to do with him. Fair enough. All right, let's just go to today's stream. I just wanted to get that out of the way.
I would really love to understand people, like, who is Iron Chef Sakai really? And where does he get his money from? And why does he just throw it at people on the internet like he does in a crazy fashion? And also, what makes him so goddamn bipolar that he, like, turns on people and then causes drama on streams and shit? Like, what kind of person is that? Because there's been more than one person who's done that over the years, right? You know, we've had guys like Tutankhamun and stuff like that, and it's just bizarre. So you come on a stream, right? And you decide you're going to start massively supporting and being positive. And then over the course of several months, you say, hey, I want to be your mod because I like your content so much. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you hate the person and you're shit talking them on their own stream and you're losing your mind, insulting the viewers and fans and the streamer.
Isn't that what Only Iced Coffee allegedly does? But you don't shit talk them because they've been around for years. But supposedly they make sock accounts and you ban them all the time because they shit talk and they complain. And they make these sock accounts that you end up banning. and then they come back and they wail out again on a new name, right?
Then you apologize and claim you had a really bad day and you want to come back. So then you do. Then you support the stream again, and then you just do it again. Like, and also, where does the money come from? Like, for me, let me put it this way, okay?
Phil, I thought you didn't give a shit how much money people made, where they made it. It doesn't concern you, right?
For me, when I look at something that I'm going to spend money on, right? Like, it's hard, like even the investment of something like this wheel that I was going to buy, right? I knew it was very expensive, but I want to be sure if I was going to buy this wheel and pedal and everything that we were going to get many streams out of it. It was going to benefit the business. It was going to benefit my content. It's not just...
Dude, you complained and fought with trolls on your own show about how you didn't spend $800, $900 or whatever it was on WWE champions recently and said, I could have just spent the $100 if I wanted the character. You're justifying spending $100 on a fucking mobile game, and you're going to sit here and talk about how to spend money and good investment. Okay, continue.
Something that I'm just buying frivolously that's going to sit around and not get use. You know, I used to do that. I 100% used to buy junk. I bought all those statues and all that crap that I used to have in my old place over a decade ago. But I learned from...
Look at what he's sitting in front of right now. Look at all the junk behind him. Look at all the junk around him. Look at his desk. The dude bought a boom arm that he doesn't even need. He bought a new Shure mic that sounded worse than the mic he had. He bought another camera for a different angle that he didn't really need. He could have just fixed his setup. But we're going to talk about how to spend money here.
From those mistakes. For me, it's like, I'm just going to be careful about what I spend and, you know, what I'm supporting and stuff like that. Correct? And then this guy, he comes on a stream. Oh, I'm going to support. I'm just going to throw hundreds to thousands of dollars at multiple people on the internet out of nowhere. But now today I hate them. Even though I just spent them thousands of dollars, now I'm going to say that I hate them. It doesn't sound like your head's screwed on too tight there. Seems like you got a couple things loose. And the question is, where does that money come from? Because if someone who acts like that, that's that bipolar, do you really think they're holding down like a Fortune 500 fucking investment job where they're making insane amounts of money that they can frivolously throw at people on the internet? It sounds to me that their money's coming from someone. You know what I'm saying? Mommy and daddy or something like that. You know, this fucking oil baron. Like, where exactly is that coming from? Because
it's so ironic that this guy's talking about someone getting money from mommy and daddy when he literally sits there on stream treating his audience like mommy and daddy and sits there and is like, guys, can I please get some money, as he's begging on stream for money? I mean, the guy supposedly makes 6 figures a year begging for your money. Ask and you shall receive, right, DSP? The self-proclaimed e-beggar really has any right to tell anyone anything. It's sad when you think your opinion has any merit, given the situation that you've put yourself in. That's all I'm going to say.
I don't foresee people who are like intelligent, you know, nicely knit, smart people who have good investments and money don't usually go online and throw thousands of dollars at random streamers, then to become bipolar and be like, oh, I hate you, and then come back and then leave again, throw more money at them. It's just bizarre behavior.
But you're such a hard-headed dunce, and I'm going to use the word dunce because Phil uses it all the time. You're such a hard-headed dunce that you can't just take the money and be grateful. You can't be like, thank you for the money, appreciate it, and do your own thing. But instead, you got to define the specific terms and conditions with every single person that supports your stream. And you have a problem when somebody asks you to do something when they send you money. Like this guy sent you a lot of money and he's asking you to do something. Be grateful for once. Be able to say no and still be thankful instead of turning into an asshole and banning people and flipping out like you are.
Because it's one thing if someone, for example, comes by and says, hey, I want to support you because you're my absolute favorite streamer. So I am going to give you support, right? Some people might do that, and that's the one person who you support. This fucking guy, he's on the casino streams, he's on my streams, he's on detractor streams, he's throwing money in every direction.
I'm just going to rewind for a minute because something I want to talk about here.
Comes by and says, hey, I want to support you because you're my absolute favorite streamer. So I am going to give you support, right?
But he did that in the beginning, but it wasn't good enough for Phil. And Phil always asked for more money. And the first crash out that Iron Chef Sakai had was because Phil kept asking for money after this guy was already hitting the stream goals for him. And I remember the one specific thing he said, I'm just going to roughly quote it, was something along the lines of like, you could give Phil $150 right now and he's going to turn around and ask for 300. And he's absolutely right there. And that's what Phil does. He did it last night on his American Truck Sim stream. He hit the goal with a $49 anonymous tip and immediately turned around and begged and said, all right, guys, if we can get 2 goals tonight, that's going to put us in prime position to do DSP Tries It on Tuesday, because that's the ideal day that I want to do it. That's the ideal day that I want you to send me money. It's really just the greed here. Regardless of how unhinged Iron Chef Sakai is, this guy is equally unhinged in his own right.
I do that, and that's the one person who you support. This fucking guy, he's on the casino streams, he's on my streams, he's on detractor streams, he's throwing money in every direction. Where the fuck does the money come from, right? What oil fucking geyser did you hit that you have infinitely rich? You could just throw money at people nonstop and then hate them the next day. It's fucking really odd.
Well, I mean, I assume you could throw money at somebody and you could give them $1,500 in the stream and they say like, all right, guys, well, let's get $2,000 this stream now, immediately after you give them that $1,500. Of course, it's going to bother you. You gave them more than they're even asking for, and it's not good enough. So you could be the nicest of guys and anybody could hate you for that, right? Even though Phil's not the nicest of guys. Let's just be real here.
Would love to see a documentary on that shit. Where do these people get the money from? How about that person who delivered the bag of cash to Amaranth? Who the fuck was that?
I don't even know what Phil's talking about here, but he knows all about people that are giving streamers a lot of money, apparently. Pocket watcher.
Where did you get the money from? What is with you? I want answers on this stuff. Very odd stuff. How many founders badges are there? How many are banned? I don't know how to see that. You can't see that. There is no like dashboard on Kick that actually shows founders stuff, to my knowledge. There's a dashboard for VIP. There's a dashboard for OG. There's no founders dashboard. I didn't even know how many founders badges I had because you can't see them. So I was telling people, hey, if you become a legit sub, you'll get a founders badge, but you can't see them. See, they show you how many active subscriptions you actually have. But you can't see them. Like right now, I can't even click on this to see who is actually an active sub. They do have that for VIP and OG. Like I can see the VIP badges and the OG. I can't see that for subs. They don't let me see it. So because of that, I couldn't even answer you on like how many people actually are founders and stuff like that. There doesn't appear to be any statistics on Kick for that. So a legit sub means someone actually actively bought the sub themselves and is actively renewing it monthly. That's a legit active sub, as opposed to a gifted sub, which is just a one-off gift and it's going to expire.
How is it not legit? That's such a shitty way to frame it too, because it's like if you get gifted a sub, he's sitting there on stream being like, your sub's not legit, dude, so hopefully you renew it next month. That's so scummy. Because remember he had people like No Sleep Real Vibes in his chat, and I hate to even bring that name up, but they'd always be like, oh, I didn't get a gifted sub today. If only I could get a gifted sub. I really want a gifted, like always begging for a gifted sub. Imagine if he got a gifted sub and Phil would sit there and be like, well, that sub's not legit, but you know, if you renew it, it'll be legit then. Like that's basically what he's saying. It's a bad example, but like pathetic.
That's the difference. And the founders can only be people who bought the legit subs themselves. You can't be gifted a sub and be a founder. See what I mean? 3 more goals to hit. And it is time for DSP Tries It Mod Pizza. I'm going to get 2 pizzas. I'm going to get one of the crispy, thin crispy, and one of the thick crust pizzas. I don't know the difference. I've never had mod pizza before, but I'm going to get one of each to taste test them. Now, I would love to do this on Tuesday. That would be ideally the best day of the week. It doesn't have to happen on Tuesday, but Tuesday would work best for scheduling and everything. But that means we have to hit a goal on this stream, on the late stream tonight, and on tomorrow's stream. So that would be Blueprints, Cast and Chill, and Animusha 2 all have to hit goals. Or if we exceed...
This guy wants $450 by tomorrow afternoon. Better come up with the money, guys.
A goal. Like if let's say we do 2 goals on this stream. Last week, I thought Blueprints was going to do horrible, and we hit 2 goals on the Blueprint stream. Okay, so it can happen. All right, we get 2 goals on this stream.
He's such a tweaker when it comes to talking about money. He's so animated. He's moving back and forth. His arms all over the place. And then when he's not talking about money, he's just like a miserable slug.
Or 2 goals on the night stream. Then it makes it easier. All right. Right now, we are getting very little support. We got 1 super chat from Mozzie, and we've got, oh, by the way, Europe Gaming, thank you also for 45 months as a member. He says love and support. And Mozzie also 19 months as a member said 19 months and counting. Thank you guys. Those are all the celebratory messages. Those were not active re-upping, so they don't count towards the support of the stream, but I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, they're not legit.
So let's get some support and momentum going so we can hit the goal on this stream and get it moving momentum so we can do mod pizza this week. I want to do it, like I said, tomorrow.
Imagine ordering your audience around. I want to do this tomorrow, guys. I need that $450, so make sure you send it in by tomorrow. Come on.
Jay Kuma, I've told you about this. Listen, I enjoyed editing videos when I edited them. I did. I had a lot of fun doing it. The problem is it's very time consuming. You need to do a lot of work for edited videos. You need to record voiceovers. You need to find the right clips that showcase what you're talking about. You have to have them transition into each other with all kinds of different effects and things. You have to learn how to do the text and effects on the text properly, all this stuff, right? And
No, he's not saying you need to do voiceover on the edited clips, but rather than just going into YouTube mode and hitting record and then taking that recording and uploading it to YouTube, like put some thought into it. But nobody wants to sit there seeing you spin in your chair for like 2 minutes just reading chat talking about nothing. It's just like, I'm pretty sure that's what he's talking about. But, you know, this guy will never get the picture. He would have already done it by now if that was a thing.
I was decent at it like 9 years ago, and I had a whole channel based on it, and it did well, and I had a 1 million view video, and everything was going good. And then like this, YouTube demonetized the whole channel. So because of that, the channel...
What does that have to do with now? He's talking about shit that happened 11 years ago, and this guy's telling you to edit a video.
Fell apart, and I was like, I'm not going to put time into this anymore, and I became a full-time streamer instead, and I've been doing good. So the problem with that is it would take so much time for me, all right, to basically do those kind of videos because there's so much effort that needs to go into them for them to be good. I'd have to stop streaming.
No, you would hire somebody. You could hire somebody as an intern, somebody that's trying to learn to edit. You could do this, but you appeal to such a small audience of people where you get like 200, 400 views a video that it's not worth your time. And that I get because you're not an interesting person. So why would somebody take their time to go watch a Dark Side Phil video, even if it's edited? Like, it's not interesting. You're not interesting. The only thing interesting about you are your crash outs and your begging and just the alien behavior that is the Dark Side Phil persona, I guess.
As much. That's what I did back then. I did 1 stream a day. That was it. I did 1 stream of gameplay, and then at night I never streamed. Instead, I was working on these videos. Okay? It's just too much. I can't only stream once a day and make a living. I'll lose half my revenue. So I can't do it. You know, listen, I enjoy doing it. There's definitely people who are good at it, but I'm not going to put all my eggs in one basket and put all that effort in and then just have YouTube cut my legs out from under me because they decide to demonetize something. Fuck that shit.
Your logic makes no sense. All right, moving on.
Because no one else is playing our game. Well, I know that you're not actually the official channel for Build a Rocket Boy, but hey, let's do it. Let's hit 3 goals right now on this stream. All right, 3 goals, and I'll stop playing Blueprints, and we'll go back to Mind's Eye for this stream. There you go. Let's do it.
Oh, didn't he just ban it to me, Ken, for this? He offered to give you money to play him in Mario Kart, and you banned him? What a sellout. But some guy will give you a $5 YouTube super chat, and as long as you hit your 3 goals, you'll play the game, you'll switch over. You don't give a shit about your stream audience because you'll have hit your goal. You'll be able to do your DSP tries it tomorrow. I mean, that's all that matters, right? It benefits you.
And then we'll do mod pizza. Sounds good to me. Sounds like a plan. So Build a Rocket Boy, send that $450 my way, and we'll be playing your crappy game again. It would be cool to even get 1 edited video a month. I enjoy making the thumbnails for the videos. I really do. The thing is, I have to...
Okay. And I know this is going to be rich coming from me because my thumbnails are ass, but I like making them too. But even my thumbnails look like they take more effort than a DSP thumbnail. He'll put like a basic text in there that gets covered by the timestamp at the bottom right of the thumbnail. Or it's just like a picture of him sitting in his chair like, You know, there's no creativity or effort in his thumbnails. I mean, maybe there is. Let's take a look and see if he's changed. Oh yeah, this really looks like somebody who puts a lot of effort into their thumbnails. I mean, look at that daily wrap. Did you ever make a thumbnail for that? His American Truck Sim is just an image of him driving with a 14 and then the American Truck Simulator logo. And then as usual, the words are covered up by the timestamp at the bottom right of his thumbnails. Look at this one. His face is covered up by the thumbnail. The daily wrap, as usual, no thumbnail. This is a weird one too. How can you say you put effort into your thumbnails? And I know mine are bad. I don't care. Like, don't sue me. I haven't been doing this for 16 years, right?
Rush them. Because to give you some perspective, right? I finish my stream. It's 4 p.m. Actually, usually it's after 4 p.m. I have to hurry and upload 2 videos, make thumbnails, get the thumbnails uploaded, set up the next stream, and then run downstairs to have dinner with my wife. And I basically got to try to get out of here by like 4:30. So I want you to think about this. The stream's going offline around 4:10. I have 20 minutes to do all that work. So most of the time, I'm rushing into DaVinci Resolve, and I'm trying to make a thumbnail fast. Like, what was that?
Recently, he just said he'd spent like 40 minutes on a thumbnail or something like that. Or was it 2 thumbnails? I don't know. But it was a lot of time for a thumbnail. I remember hearing that.
Clip. What happened to this video? Get the video up. Flash forward. Zoom in. Get the text. Edit the text. No, but
dude, his hair is ready to jump off his head.
Oh, the number of the video. Get this here. Oh, make that. Oh. I mean, it's crazy. It's like I'm full of adrenaline trying to do it fast. Like, and then I get it done. And I'm like, okay, I feel good about it. A lot of the times I do wish that I had more time to put more effort into the thumbnails. But, you know, DaVinci Resolve is not really supposed to be for thumbnails. It's actually supposed to be for video editing. And so some of the highlight clips and things that I made, for example, the highlight of Mind's Eye. I liked doing that, but I know it could have been much better.
All right, this is dented. That's all I got on this one, y'all. Drop a like, leave a comment if you made it this far. Appreciate y'all. Peace.